one Past in Flames. And my only shot would be that I thirst. We draw 3, I see exactly the Remand. I think that's the only main deck spell. And again, he can just see the second Past in Flames. He's probably interested in casting the Grape Shot first, and then... if he has drawn it. I assume he only has 25 cards left. Okay, there's the Past in Flames. But it's getting copied, so it's irrelevant. And that's the true strength of Ascension. That's something that even if we'd gotten the Iona out and reanimated her, these active Ascensions actually... well, no, he can't cast the red spells, though. We would still be fine. Game 2, she's a less effective. Game 1, she's fine. Iona on red. But Game 2, she's less effective just due to... no, Iona will still have been good enough. I mean, again, like, we didn't have to go for the Cryptic counterbalance. We could have been like... cross your fingers, hope that he couldn't kill us with 2 Ascensions, hope that he bottlenecks on mana at some point. That's not likely. Double Electro Man, okay. You would have to hope that he bottlenecks on mana somewhere. And then go for the gifts, reanimate Iona. Which is another play we could have made. It could have also resulted in death. I did. How's it going, man? I did. Yeah, we're pretty toast. That's okay. There's 2 more games to be played. We get to side out a lot of dead cards, which is good. We'll keep in some stuff that can handle a horde of goblins. And we have complete information, which is good. So we gotta play through triple Echoing Truth and 4 Empty the Warrens. Sweet Lord. He's got some bolts in the sideboard. That's probably not coming in. And an extra Grape Shot coming in. Okay. Alright, there's the Grape Shot Arena. Storm count on that bad boy, 18. That is exactly lethal. Because he's gonna get a couple copied Grape Shots. Or no, it's not exact, he's just a little overkill, but that's fine. Yeah, so that's why we gotta play through. 3 Echoing Truths and 4 Empties next game. Let's see what we can do. Hope maybe he Grape Shots himself. Probably not. Only 1 point of overkill. Alright, let's start that sideboard. Yeah, I mean, the Cryptic bought us a turn, but it also meant that we weren't bringing in the Iona. Let's disrupt the graveyard in every way that I can. D-Sphere will stay because it's a nice efficient answer for Ascension. You might even want these. Timely out. Nodes out. Walls are a cantrip, yes, but also just so slow. Day and Invarial. Unless you want to leave in some sweepers to not die to the horde of goblins coming at us. There are other ways to get out from under the horde of goblins, like Elish. I mean, the most efficient sweeper would be Day if you want to run that, but we're not just might not have enough. Just might not have enough room. I'm trying to get the words out. Jeez. Raven's Crime's interesting in the match. It lets you make greedier piles, but I think it is just a little too slow. Admittedly. I'm not really interested in any of this. That being said, he does have 3 Echoing Truths, so can we really kill him with the souls? Not really. Tances cut the paths, try to ignore the Electromancers. You could. That would look like this. And then you still run Elspeth and Gideon. Actually, Elspeth lines up better against a horde of, well, neither of which line up great against a horde of goblins. He's totally about the empty plan, by the way, post-board. Just letting you know. He's got a playset. Not that we should keep a lot of sweepers. I mean, we could do a split. I could do like Elspeth Day. Elspeth and Gideon can get the game done right about a similar time frame. But yeah, Dan, if you cut path entirely, you're opening yourself to just lose to Electroman. Kind of like a split of some of the more mana efficient things. I mean, Gideon's easier to stick than Elspeth is. But Elspeth may still be where we want to go. Okay. That's where we're going with this. Again, we could have just let things go game one. Him going for the ritual, though, says, hey, I'm going off. It may have been bait. He had the Gitaxian probe, so he had more than perfect information. I mean, I'd love to keep this. My worry is that we aren't going to see the third land drop. We have several chances to draw the third land. If he gets to that third land, this is an ideal hand. It's got rules, some commands to counter his Echoing Truth, and then the kill. I'll keep and I'll hope that the fact that we're running that much mana gets us there. We are running a lot of land drops. I think we're on 25 land. We're either on 24 or 25. 24, but 4 signets and 3 walls, I think twice. But yeah, I mean, we may never see the third land drop, and that could be all she wrote. There's a watery. Now against a deck with a playset of Gitaxian probes, how much is the bluff worth? Not much. This would make him want to lead Electromancer. Holy hell, he didn't cast anything. Really? That is wonderful. Ravings in response. Oh, well, that may have been why. Okay, we need another land drop, and it needs to be preferably blue. If it's not, well, we need a land drop. Visions. I just need a land drop. It doesn't necessarily have to turn on the cryptics, I just want to turn on the gifts, or at least thirst. I mean, we have thirst next turn if I have nothing. We have at least thirst next turn to try to hit that land drop if I have nothing. If we don't draw a land next turn. Elspeth instead. I may be willing to thirst now to hope to hit the land drop that we desperately need, or we can try to hit it next turn. We'd be a land drop behind, but gifts can work off of 4. And of course, earlier we faked or bluffed that we had a 2-mana counter, so it's worth not thirsting now and hoping that we can draw into it on the next turn. And again, that may be moot. He may just go for the Echoing Truth regardless if he has it. Metamorphose, okay. He has 3 outs to the Rule of Law. Again, the hope is that he hasn't seen it yet. He's seeing a lot of cards though. He's only got 42 cards left in the deck. He's on 3 Echoing Truths. So the hope is he hasn't seen it yet. He may already have it in hand and he's building up his graveyard in hand. Again, like the walkers just seem so awkward in this match. It feels like it's more about just holding up. Again, he doesn't have any graveyard hate. We see his whole list. He doesn't have any hate. So it may just be more about the reanimator package we have than anything else. But yeah, the Echoing Truths do complicate things. Because, like, you could go for an Iona on red, okay, well, but the Echoing Truths, sir. You could go for Iona on blue, but then he empty the Warrens and kills you anyway. So, it's not easy. You gotta worry about both sides of the coin. Right now, him tanking is terrifying, by the way. Him thinking is terrifying. I mean, if I did have a Mana Leak, I probably would counter. If this was Remand, though, I wouldn't, because he can just... Well, no, he wouldn't be able to recast it, so I'd still would Remand if I had it. It's really important that we Thirst, though. And an active Ascension is... Or, I'm guessing it's going to be active over the course of the next few turns. There's that land drop we need. I shouldn't need the extra Rule of Law. Again, like, because there aren't different named pieces of hate, the extra rule doesn't do much. I also don't even know if we can hang on to this Elspeth. Granted, now the question arises, well, then how are we getting there? We'd probably just have to get there off the Reanimate, because you can't really pitch the Cryptics. The Oblivion Ring can answer the Ascension. The extra Rule of Law is actually kind of moot. This is definitely going to the bin. Either you bin Cryptic or you bin Remand. Remand's actually really good, though, when you have a Rule of Law. I think you have to bin Elspeth. I mean, we still have other win conditions I've left in the deck. It's more than just the Reanimate targets, but it's not much more. Sorry, girl. Do another land? Okay. So we've got Cryptic. If he doesn't go for it immediately. If he doesn't go for it immediately, we go for the Gifts Ungiven on blue. Now, if his hand is double bounce, that's just brutal. The hope is he just plays a cantrip and that's the last card he's ever going to cast. That is my hope. My hope is that he just casts... Yeah, that is the hope. This is the hope, that we get to do this. Now, again, if he does have one of the three, which he may very well have, one of the three Echoing Truths on the Rule of Law, then the Gifts Ungiven here is only so strong. Because what he'll do is, when he gets to play another spell next turn, bounce the Rule of Law. And remember, if he has double bounce, Iona on red won't cut it. Dead old ghoul. Oh, the old school B-Storm? I mean, I'd love to be able to throw in some other spells here, but I can't. You basically just have to get Burial Iona, which is a boring pile, but can be effective. So in response here, if he has it, he'll go for the Echoing Truth. He'll hit Rule of Law. Oh, Metamorphose. Okay. This means I have the hard lock on this guy then. If that was the spell he's casting for this turn, that means I could just name blue. He should be able to do a very big Empty the Warrens if I've got the Iona on blue. He still has access to his red spells, and he can still win off them, but it's a lot harder.